Solitaire by award-winning author Alice Oseman. This is not a love story. Chapter 4. I'm late because Mom thought I said 8. I said 7:30. How can you confuse 8 with 7:30? Whose birthday is it? She asks while we're in the car. No one's. We're just meeting up. Do you have enough money? I can sub for you. I got 15 pounds. Will Becky be there? Yep. And Lauren and Evelyn? Probably. When can I speak to my parents? I don't actually sound very grumpy. When I speak... When... Okay. When I speak to my parents, I don't actually sound very grumpy. I'm usually quite cheerful sounding when I talk. I'm good at that. It's Tuesday. Evelyn, uh, Evelyn organized some start of term thing at Pizza Express. I don't really want to go, but I think it's important to make the effort. Social convention at all. And all. I say hello to the people who notice my entrance and sit at the end of the table. I nearly die when I realize that Lucas is here. I know already that I'm going to find it difficult to think of things to say to him. I successfully avoided him for the rest of yesterday, and all of today for this exact reason. Obviously, Evelyn, Lauren, and Becky took the opportunity to make him the boy of our group. Having a boy in our social group is the equivalent of having a house with a pool, or a designer shirt with the logo on it, or a Ferrari. It just makes you more important. A waiter hurries over to me, so I order a diet lemonade and stare down the long table. All the people are chatting and laughing and smiling, and it sort of makes me feel a bit sad, like I'm watching them through a dirty window. Yeah, but most of the girls who move to Trum only move because they want to be around boys all the time. Becky, seated next to me, is talking at Lucas, who is seated across from us. Seems like kind of a dumb reason. To be fair, he says, Trum girls are basically worshipped. Lucas catches my eye and smiles his awkward smile. He got his hilarious Hawaiian shirt on. Uh, the tight fit kind, with the collar done right up and the sleeves slightly rolled. He doesn't look as embarrassed as yesterday. In fact, he looks fashionable. I didn't think he would be that sort of guy. The sort of guy who wears Hawaiian shirts. Only because boys at all boys schools aren't used to being around girls, says Evelyn, who is next to Lucas, wearing her arms around to waving her arms around to emphasize her point. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Single-sex schools are a terrible idea. It's not real life, says Lucas, nodding earnestly. In real life, all genders hang out together. I am jealous of the trim uniform, though, sighs Lauren. Like our uniform makes us look 12 years old. They all nod and then start talking about something else. I continue to do what I do best. Watch. There's a boy sitting next to Lauren, talking to the girls at the opposite end of the table. His name is Ben Hope. Ben Hope? Ben Hope is the guy at Higgs. And by the guy, I mean that one boy in the sixth form that every single girl the entire school in the entire school has a crush on. There's always one, tall and slim built, skinny trousers and tight skirts. And oh my god, skinny trousers and tight shirts. He usually straightens his dark brown hair, and I swear to God, it defies gravity because it swishes in a kind of organized vortex. But when he doesn't straighten it, it's all curly, and he just looks so cute you want to die. He always appears to be uh, serene, serene in skateboard. He skateboards. I personally do not fancy him. I'm just trying to express his perfection. Ben Hope notices me staring. I need to control my staring. Lucas is talking to me. I think that he's trying to involve me in this conversation, which is kind of nice, but also irritating and unnecessary. Tori, do you like Bruno Mars? What? He hesitates, so Becky steps in. Tori, Bruno Mars. Come on, he's fabulous, right? What? The song that is playing, do you like it? I hadn't even registered that music was playing in this restaurant. It's Grenade by Bruno Mars. I quickly analyzed the song. I think it's unlikely anyone would want to catch a grenade for anyone else or jump in front of a train for someone else. Uh, that's very counterproductive. Then, uh, quieter so no one hears. If you wanted to do either of those things, it would be for yourself. Lauren smacks her hand on the table. Exactly what I said. Becky laughs at me and says, you just don't like it because it's top 40. Evelyn steps up. Evelyn steps up. Uh, dissing anything mainstream is her personal area of expertise. Uh, chart music, she says, is filled with auto-tune and terrible dance tracks. If I'm completely honest, I don't even like music that much. I just like individual songs. I find one song that I really love, and then I listen to it about 20 billion times until I hate it, and I have and until I hate it and have ruined it for myself. At the moment, it's Message in a Bottle by the Police, and by Sunday, I will never want to listen to it again. I'm an idiot. If it's so crap, then why does it make then why does it make it into the charts? Asks Becky. Evelyn runs a hand through her hair. Because we live in a commercialized world where everyone buys music just because someone else has. Uh, it's right because it's right after she finishes saying this that I realize silence has swept over our table. I turn around and experience minor heart failure. Michael Holden has swooped into the restaurant. I know immediately that he is coming for me. He's grinning, eyes locked on this end of the table. All heads turned as he uh, all heads turned as he pulls over a chair and makes himself comfortable at the head of the table between me and Lucas. Everyone sort of stares, then murmurs, then shrugs and then gets on with eating, assuming that he must have been invited by someone else. Everyone except me, Becky, Lucas, Lauren, and Evelyn. I need to tell you something, he says to me, eyes on fire. I absolutely need to tell you something. Lauren speaks up. You go to our school. Michael actually holds out a hand for Lauren to shake. I find myself genuinely unable to tell whether he's being sarcastic or not. Michael Holden, year 13. Nice to meet you. Lauren, or Millie, year 12. Lauren, bemused, takes the hand and shakes it. Bemused, takes the hand and shakes it. Nice to meet you too. No offense, says Evelyn, but why are you here? Michael stares at her intensely until she realizes that she needs to introduce herself. I'm Evelyn Foley, she says. Michael shrugs. Are you? Are you? You sound uncertain. Evelyn does not like to be teased. Uh, he winks at her. I need to talk to Tori. There is a long, uh, there is a long and grating silence before Becky says, "And, uh, how do you know Tori?" Tori and I happened to meet in the midst of our solitaire investigations. Her head tilts to one side. She looks at me. You've been investigating? No, I say. Then I just followed his trail of the post-it notes. What? I followed a trail of post-it notes. They led to the Solitaire blog. Ah, that's cool. Meanwhile, Michael is helping himself to our leftover starters. With his free hand, he points ambiguously uh, towards Becky. Are you Becky Allen? Becky slowly turns to Michael. Uh, are you psychic? Just a fairly capable Facebook stalker. Uh, you're all lucky. You're all lucky I'm not a serial killer. His finger, his fingers still flexed, gravitates to or gravitates towards Lucas and Lucas Ryan. We've met already. He smiles at him and forcefully that it comes. He smiles at him so forcefully that it comes across as patronizing. I should thank you. Uh, you're the only. You're the one who led me to this girl. Lucas nods. I like your shirt, says Michael, eyes glazing slightly. Thanks, says Lucas, definitely not meaning it. I start to wonder whether Lucas knew Michael at Turum. Judging by Nick and Charlie's reaction, he probably did. Maybe he doesn't really want to associate with Michael Holden. It's it's almost making me feel sorry for Michael Holden for the second time. Uh, Michael looks past Becky. And what's your name? For a moment, I don't quite realize who he's talking to. Then I see Rita. She pokes her head round from Becky's other side. Uh, Rita? Rita Senguipa? Senguipa? Okay, Sengupta. Sengupta. Okay, whatever. She laughs. I'm not sure why she laughs, but she does anyway. Rita is probably the only other girl uh, with whom I am civil because Becky and Lauren and Evelyn, besides Becky and Lauren and Evelyn, she hangs around with Lauren, but you tend not to notice her. She's the only girl I know who can pull off a pixie crop. Michael lights up like it's Christmas morning. Rita. That is a fantastic name. Lovely Rita. By the time I realize that he's referring to the Beatles song, the conversation has already moved on. It's surprising I even recognize it. I hate the Beatles. So, you and Tori just met and started talking? Asks Becky. That seems sort of unlikely. It's funny because it's true. Yes, says Michael. Unlikely, yes. But that is what happened. Once again, he looks into my face, casually blanking the entire group. I cannot uh, articul- articulate how uncomfortable I feel right now. This is worse than drama GCSE. Uh, anyway, Tori, there's something I want to tell you. I blink, sitting on my hands. Lauren and Becky and Evelyn and Lucas and Rita are listening. Lauren and Becky and Evelyn and Lucas and Rita are listening attentively. Michael glances at each face over his large glasses. Uh, but I, can't remember what it was. Lucas sneers. You tracked her all the way down to this restaurant to tell her something, and now you can't even remember what it is? This time, Michael picks up on Lucas's tone. Excuse me for having a memory like a sieve. I feel I deserve credit for making the effort to come here. Why couldn't you just send her a message on Facebook? Facebook is for trivialities such as what takeaways people people are having and how many laugh out louds uh, they had the night before with their gals. Lucas shakes his head. I just don't get why you'd actually come down here and then forget. You wouldn't forget if it was something important. On the contrary, you'd probably be more likely to forget the most important things of all. Becky interjects. So are you and Tori friends now? Michael continues to contemplate Lucas before addressing Becky. That is a fantastic question. Then he faces me. What do you think? Are we friends now? I genuinely I genuinely can't think of an answer, because the answer, in my opinion, is definitely not yes. But it's definitely not no either. How can we be friends if you don't know anything about me, I say. He taps his chin thoughtfully. Let's see. I know that your name is Victoria Spring. You're in year 12. Your Facebook indicates that you were born on April 5th. You are an introvert with a pessimist complex. You're wearing pretty plain clothes, jumper, jeans. You don't like embellishments and fuss. You don't care about dressing up for people. You'll have ordered a margarita pizza. You're a picky eater. You rarely update your Facebook. You don't care for social activities, but you followed the post-it trail yesterday, just like I did. You're curious. He leans in. You like to act as if you care about nothing, and if you carry on like that, then you're going to drown in the abyss you have imagined for yourself. He stops. His smile vanishes, leaving only his ghost. Jesus, mate, you are a stalker. Lauren attempts a laugh, but no one else joins in. No, Michael says. I just pay attention. Uh, it's like you're in love with her or something, says Evelyn. Michael smiles a knowing smile. I suppose it is a bit like that. You're gay though, aren't you? Says Lauren, forever unafraid to say what other people are thinking. Like, I heard that you are gay. I heard that you're gay. Oh, you've heard about me. He leans in, intriguing. 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 Whatever. Are you, though? Says Lucas, trying unsuccessfully to sound casual. Michael smiles. I guess you could say I'm not too fussy about gender. Then he grins and points a finger at him. You never know, it might be you I'm in love with. Lucas immediately goes red. So you're pansexual, says Becky, asks Becky, and Michael shrugs as if to say, it's a mystery. I need to pee, I say. I need to pee, I say, even though I don't. I leave the table and find myself in the restaurant bathroom, staring at myself in the mirror while Pink is telling me to raise my glass. I stay there for too long. Older ladies shoot me disapproving looks as they waddle in and out of cubicles. I don't know what I'm doing, really. I just keep thinking about what Michael said, drowning in my abyss. Uh, I don't know. Why does that matter? Why does that bother me? Jesus Christ. Why did I bother coming out tonight? I continue to stare at myself in the mirror, and I imagine a voice reminding me to be funny and chatty and happy, like normal people. As the voice reminds me, I start to feel a bit more positive about stuff, even though any residual enthusiasm for seeing Lucas again has drained away. I think it's because of that Hawaiian shirt. I go back into the restaurant. And that is it for today. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for Chapter 5.